I've cut some of my hair off just so I can sort of see what we're dealing with a week later. I don't know. It looks thicker to me. I might be going mad, but it looks thicker. But it doesn't look. There's obviously no more hair than there was before. So we're still very, very much bald. Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to what I'm now calling the Regain Chronicles. It's been actually over a week. I was a little bit late getting the first of this video up, so it's been nearly 2 weeks since I did my first head rubbing. No, we won't call it that. I first applied the Regain around about 2 weeks ago, just short. I have photos of my progression, and I've done a little bit of video here and there to try and keep it as documented as possible. I decided to shave my head a little bit because I found that my hair was getting quite long, or longer than, you know, I've had it in a long time. And I wanted to make sure I was actually getting the areas that I needed to get. Not only that, but I realised that I was putting far too much on my head as well. And I've actually gone through one whole bottle that's supposed to be for a month in 2 weeks. So I was quite literally using twice as much as I should have. It's made no difference. Apart from one day, I woke up and realised that the bald patch at the back, I don't know if you can see that, this bit here, was a lot balder. And I think it was because one night, before I came to bed, I put it on a bit haphazardly, and it can't have got onto that part of my head. And it's gone. It just disappeared. So any sort of like tiny little hairs that were there that were making it visibly less sort of white, for lack of a better word, were just gone. And it just looked so bald. It was weird. And so obviously there must have been some sort of growth there, because to wake up and realise that it had gone that day was a bit of an eye-opener. It's true what it says on the websites, on the bottles, and anything you read up about this stuff is if you stop using it, that's it, it's gone. I have noticed a little bit of growth. It could be me wishful thinking. I don't know. I mean, what do you think from the last video? I feel like there's more here in particular than there has been in a long time. The front bit arguably is debatable. I think there is a little bit more at the front now than there was, and there's definitely a little bit on the back that I've managed to get back after, I think it was about 4 days ago this happened with the missing it thing. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's I think it's working. I definitely haven't lost any more since starting, obviously, apart from the mishap at the back there. So it is working as far as I'm not losing any hair. So I mean, that's something. But I do think that there's a lot of your own mind playing tricks on you when it comes to certain, like, it actually growing back, especially at this point. What the hell? You hear that? Anywho, I'm still optimistic about it. Like I say, we're 2 weeks in. I've used far too much on one, so I'm obviously I've lowered the dose, as it were, to so now I'm into the second bottle. It should last a lot longer. I'm going to continue to try and keep my hair short until it's absolutely obvious that there is more hair. And then I'll maybe start growing it out, but until then, so it's obvious, it's easier to document, it's easier to take photographs of when it's short, because you can see my scalp. I had a comment on the last video to reply directly. I decided in the first video to not include prices in all of this, because I don't necessarily want to be advertising the stuff, even if it works. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for, well, aside from utter vanity, I'm doing it as an experiment, really, to see if it does work. And if it does work, then it's only worked for me, and it's as I say in the other video, it's very much person to person that it works. It's not an overall chemical that'll work on anyone. So I'm not including prices, and I probably won't, because it's easy enough to find out how much it is. However you're going to buy it, it only works in 8 out of 10 people. So if it works for me, it works for me, and it'll work for 8 other people out of 10 that are like me. I don't know exactly what the criteria of those 8 people out of the 10 people that it works for. And also I don't want to put it out there that, hey, it worked for me, it'll work for you too kind of idea. So if you want to find out how much it is, it's very, very easy. Again, if it works for me, I just want to put it out there that it might not necessarily work for you. I'm still debating on whether it's working for me. But yeah, as I say, this is not an advertisement or even something I'm plugging. I'm not big enough for sponsorship. I'm not getting any money from these people. I've spent my own money on it. Anyway, yeah, that's enough for this update, I think, for now. I'll try and catch you guys in a week from whenever this goes up, and we'll try and keep this up for the next 3 months. I'll hopefully not use far too much stuff on my head from now on, and have it right, so it'll last for the next 2 months at least. I have done some more reading. I've read that the hair growth generally happens between 3 to 6 months, so I may buy another 3 months worth and keep this video series going until it either grows or it doesn't. Yeah. So I'm feeling all the little tiny hairs in my bald patch. Anyway, I'll end this video and say, you know, do your part. Subscribe to PewDiePie, you know. I mean, the guy's only got 80 odd million subscribers. I mean, he needs help, you know. So that's, oh, that poor man. All jokes aside, you should, because I mean, who else better to be at the top? Would you rather it was iDubbbz? I actually really like iDubbbz, but would you want him to be in charge of anything? If you don't get that joke, just watch any of his bad unboxing videos and you'll get me. Thanks again for watching. In particular, if you've made it to the end here, please do like and subscribe and ring bells and things like that and all that crap that you know, apparently we all have to say now just to make people do it, because, you know, otherwise they're going to watch your video and go, I like that, and then not do anything about it. I mean, this is fun. I have fun.